I don't think there have been this much division in the United States ever. Or should I say, I don't think there's this much corruption being discovered in America in this ever. So to start with the ICE situation in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and to think of like what the whole purpose is going on. Majority of the people have been coming out to voice their voices, and it seemed like also the governor of Minneapolis or Minnesota and the Trump administration are bumping heads. They are not agreeants of each other, and it seems like it's not gonna stop anytime soon. As we are speaking right now, the National Guard have arrived into Minneapolis and Minnesota in many areas of there. So where is it gonna go to? Because it seems like the police officers are unable to control the situation there. And the ICE agents too, like I've been saying, it seems like some of them are untrained and some of them they have been given so much power. It seemed like they have been given so much power, and it seemed like they also have their own people that back them. And definitely, obviously, Donald Trump have give so much orders. But another thing that is there too that gives them another sense of power is the mask that they wear. Like, and also there's been questions like, do they even wear body cams? I haven't paid much attention to that, but that is something that we should be asking. First Renee Goods and now Alex Prater. And with the Renee Goods one, there was a use of vehicle there that is very understandable to certain extent. There could have been measures taken to avoid that, but that also is very arguable. But in this case, so what they're trying to say is that he had a gun and he was going to use the gun on them. But nowhere in the video we seen a video of him directing traffic. And after that is when they started shoving the lady. You can see like him going between back and forth between both of them. And then they started spraying him. And it seemed like they turned it on him. Like given the fact that we don't know what happened before, but what we could see clearly is him trying to direct traffic safely, and then went from there to helping the two ladies. Now they are saying that the protesters have they are very well organized on how they come out there to control the things. They are very well organized. They have food, they have people directing traffic, they know information on where to go, where to meet. That is very much there that we know. But it's like, to what extent do it have to take? These are American citizens that are dying in these situations too. And now if you see that in Minnesota, you see footages of people just, the streets look like a war zone. Definitely, it looks crazy. It looks so crazy. Like we're gonna go look at some other footages there, but this is things we need to ask each other. Unless, for example, they're saying immigrants need to go, need to get out of here. I get what you are saying to some extent, but when it comes to jobs building United States, like we all know the saying of, let's say, Mexicans, for example. Everybody love their Mexican when it comes to work, when it comes to building. Like down south, 90% of the houses are built by Mexicans. The infrastructure is built by Mexicans. Most of them are known for work. Let's go to the military. When the United States need to go fight a war, hey, come here. We will give you citizenship, so you go fight for us. And some of them are getting deported after that. Some of them, their family members are getting sent back after they don't represent the country in many ways. I get the fact that send back the ones that are stopping our daily life, causing crimes. If your crime levels are heavy here, yes. If you are not here to live the American dream, and I get what triggers most Americans, that many people come here and try to put their culture upon Americans, enforce that, and forget the American way of life. I'm with that to imply some of the American way of life, but I understand that your culture, your core values, and what you believe, those are those are okay to abide by them as long as it doesn't interfere with anybody else's way of life. That's that's very important to know. It's very important to know. Like let's say right now, for example, I see a lot of Somalian uh, hate right now because of what happened in Minnesota, because of the fraud that they said, like, and that also have to stem from like the reports that came in. Out of the 97 people arrested, 85 of them was Somali. That's I can understand some of what can trigger that for majority of the people, because one rotten potato can spoil the whole bag. That's kind of a situation that's going on there, but that doesn't necessarily say that's what they're doing. Like in every culture, you have something that people are kind of driven to because of probably somebody else in that culture or that area is doing that certain job. So you tend to follow those footsteps. Like let's say for example the Somalians, like when you say taxi job, transportation, they dominate in that area. They dominate in that area. And some people also know how to use the system to their advantage. Maybe you never sat to look at that avenue like, hey, I need help. Maybe you have, like let's say for example, when it comes to working permit, majority of immigrants, that is one of their biggest problem, having a working permit. I know this because I come from immigrant parents and I am way into that. Working permit is a big problem for them. So finding jobs to work sometimes is something that people want. They want to work. They don't want to just sit around. But that is something that is a big problem for some people to have. And with this being said, we have to be very careful on what we say. So when you are in those situations, you have to survive. You have to be able to survive in any ways. Let's say you are a U.S. citizen. You don't have to worry about a working permit. You have a social security number. That is your working permit right there. You don't have to think of those type of ways. So when you are in this type of predicaments, you have to kind of adjust and find ways to survive until you can make men's meet. So, in what does that mean? Sometimes in those vans that they're using to take the kids to school, it's over £6,000. You can write it off. And another thing that I'm seeing is like they're saying that the IQ of a Somalian is very low. Well, from what they are saying, if that is true, but then how are they, those people that did those fraud, how are they able to do it? Then you are telling me there's somebody behind them. There must be somebody behind them that's doing it. Then who is that somebody? That is also something that is very important to ask, to know. Like if you are not in those type of situations, you will not know how it feels to be like that. Then again, being an American citizen, you have every right to feel how you feel. But then again, if we take those things out of the place, what comes next? Who is gonna do those jobs? The typical American does not like dirty jobs. So who is gonna do those jobs? And how is that gonna play? Like, then again, don't get me wrong when I said the ones committing crime, definitely get them out because they don't play nothing in society. But if you are here just living regular life and abiding by this law and here rightfully, because right now everybody's scared. Even the education system in Minnesota right now, I don't think schools are happening right now. Even in the daycare system, no money is open. Families now have to call off from work. Even if you are working now, you cannot go to work as regularly because you have to call off to go take care of your kid. If the daycares are not getting no longer funding to pay their people that they have to pay and the teachers, now they don't come to work because they are making no income. So that means the education system goes back there. Not right now. That is one of the least of the problems in Minnesota because what is happening right now, we are having, like, let's see, I think the police officers were on the side of the protesters at some point, but some confusion happened there because I seen when the police chief came out there, they was throwing snowballs on him and kicked and they retreat and got out of there. So it's kind of like hard to decide what side is what side. And with the amount of information that they are putting on Democrats right now, with what they are saying, it's not looking good. It seems like the dirty work that's been done in the dark is finally coming to light. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot, and a lot of changes need to happen in that department. So yeah, we wait to see what happens, and it seems like the killing is not stopping. And if they have maxes on, is they have less worries for society to police them, and who is there to police them too, to make sure they are doing the right jobs? Who is there? Is there any agencies on what can the state themselves do? Because it seems like Trump has more power over them, and with the National Guard coming, on which side are they gonna be? I've seen footage of people attacking the National Guard, and I'm confused. Like, okay, who is who? Who's on the side of who? Let's take a look at that video. Because I am kind of lost when it comes to things. Where's that? Look at this video. It's right here, this one. See, they are blocking the road with stuff, but this is do nothing to that. See now. I am confused. May I have your attention, please? They ain't trying to hear you. But I'm confused. They are blocking the National Guard. At this point, I don't know who's for who. Okay, this is saying, somebody saying it's the National Guard, and this is the police on the other side. Look at this scene. This just looks like a war zone. Like this, it literally, like, if you would have told me this was Afghanistan, Gaza, I would have believed you. I would have believed you. Yeah. I don't know where this is leading to, guys, but it's not good. Is this the ICE agents, police officers, or the National Guard? They are so determined that they keep kicking the stuff back. See, this is the National Guard right here. They are coming in. So at this point, is this, I don't even know if this is good for them or is it gonna bring more chaos? Yeah, definitely getting crazy in the United States. Fuck around and find out. Oh, he over here blocking people. Let's see what's gonna happen to him.
Bam, motherfucker.
My God. He came back to his senses. His senses are back. Yo, you know somebody in trouble when they run with their hand like this. My God. Yo, he's delivering sense over here. Oh, Uncle's back. What Uncle gotta say?
Fuck your feelings. We just gonna keep this as simple as possible so those who understand, and those who don't, it don't shoot right over your fucking head. It's just simple. You got a governor of a place that wants his citizens to go out and stop agents from doing shit, and now they are rioting. It is gonna happen. They're gonna start tearing shit up. And at the end of the day, they're going to tear all this shit up. They're not going to solve nothing. Then people are still going to get put out of the fucking country. And y'all are going to ask American citizens to help y'all rebuild your community that you fucked up.
But then again, will the ICE citizens being there, is that going to change anything right now? Because right now it's not doing no good. So who is going to back up for who? That is the question right now.
Fuck your feelings. Make it make sense. That's what's going to happen. Name a motherfucking place they rioted in that looks even better than it did before y'all tore that shit up. Don't worry. I will wait for a long fucking time. I got a whole motherfucking jib left. We can wait. I'm just saying, y'all going to tear y'all shit up. That whole community going to be fucked up. Nobody going to have shit to show for it. And
Uncle definitely ain't a Democrat. I can tell you that much.
Have nowhere to shop because
rape, homicide, manslaughter. That's who they're trying to protect in Minnesota. I do not understand these people. We sent Governor Walz a very strong letter today. We had been working on this letter. We got it out saying that he better support President Trump. He better support the men and women in law enforcement, because if he doesn't, we are. And that's what we're doing right now.
Were there any consequences in this letter?
Well, we'll see. This is fluid. Let's see how Governor Walz responds. Let's see what he does based on this, based on what's happening right now. But this administration is going to support the citizens. We're going to support our great men and women in law enforcement. Rape, homicide, manslaughter. That's who they're trying to protect in Minnesota. I do not understand these people. We sent Governor Walz a very strong letter today. We had been working on this letter. We got it out saying that he better support President Trump. He better support the men and women in law enforcement, because if he doesn't.
Yeah. Man. It's getting crazier. And everybody also have their own opinions of things. But yeah, definitely that's what it is. I would definitely like to know what you guys' thoughts are on this, because as we are here, we are family here. We like to speak and hear everybody's opinion and mine. Let's just keep it respectfully, because the comment section is always crazy. You guys are very brutal. Let's keep it love, respectful, and keep our ideas and get our points across. It's more important. Let's not keep it like Minnesota with the madness, you know. I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not on nobody's side. All I know is I'm against the deportation of immigrants that are here doing the right thing. And now, if you're doing the wrong thing, pack the bags up and go. Cause yes, that's what it is. And y'all been telling me in the comment section, they gonna get you. They gonna get you. I told ya. This all I need. This all I need when I'm leaving. When they are trying to send me back, I got all the tax dollars in here. My cut of my tax dollars are in here. So whenever you are ready to take me back, I'm here with my bag. From now on, this is how I'm gonna start doing my show. I'm gonna have my suitcase right here. Yes. So you guys know that are telling me in the comment section, yes, they're gonna come get you. I's gonna come get you. Well, I'm ready. As long as I'm going, all I need is my bag and my tax dollars. Yeah, tax dollars. Or whoever tax dollars. Because Donald Trump still ain't show his tax paperwork. He ain't showed none of that. All he told us is he's going to take down the taxes. He's going to take down any president that acts up. If you fuck around, you find out. FAFO. Like I found out what that was. At first I ain't gonna lie, I told people I thought FAFO was like a government funding or a federal funding, since yeah, and I also thought about starting a daycare. Why only one side gotta start? I could start a daycare too, at least I maybe I start. Who knows? Now let me stop, because I actually do want to do good things for my community, and our community need helps. Talking about community, many people don't know. Make sure you guys probably watch me and don't know. If you don't know, I stay in the wilderness, the coldest place you could find in America. Sometimes I don't even think Americans even think this place is in America. That's the only good thing about where I stay. I'm in Anchorage, Alaska, somewhere in the outskirts. I live in a cabin. I have Starlink. That's how I'm able to make this. This is a cabin. It looks like city inside, and it looks villagey and snowy outside. I'm in Anchorage. So if they're gonna have to come get me, they're gonna have to come get me in the blizzard. -20 degrees. Matter of fact, things are getting so difficult, I might have to take it back to Fairbanks and collect more American dollars. But as much as I could collect before I go back. Because if I go back, I know the chances of me coming back is going to be difficult. They brought me here. They walked me. Now they want to send me back. They're going to send me back. How much they gonna give? How much are they giving? How much are they giving? If they're gonna self-deport with me with some money, I might have to take their money along with my tax dollars, the ones I have in here. And don't ask me what else is in there. I might have those. Yeah, I might need to calculate how much that's gonna be in the African, whichever country I'm a land in currency, and what kind of business ideas I can start with, and who am I going back with, if we can join hands and start business. Now, that's what I'm thinking, man. If the things is getting hard, man, it's time. Hope that ain't Ice calling me. I gotta go, guys. See y'all later. Calls are coming in. See y'all later.